Welcome back to People Energy TV. Today from Shanghai in the People's Republic of China. Unfortunately, rainy Shanghai. The topic is subsidiary alignment, topic is change. And boy, there is certainly a lot of change here in China. I've had the opportunity to work a couple of days with the leadership team of a global corporation and work with their 14 people leadership team. They're introducing a new streamlined organization around the globe, and the intent was to make sure the Chinese leadership team buys into it, understands the objectives, and also has an opportunity to give feedback and maybe contribute to some fine-tuning and improving as we go along the way. And as I'm reflecting before I'm heading back to the airport this afternoon, here are just a few thoughts, maybe 3 thoughts, as they are fresh in my mind. Number one, hierarchical thinking. Certainly we all know that China has a reputation of being in a hierarchical society, hierarchical thinking, autocratic thinking in the family, in schools, and also in businesses is certainly widely spread. But what many people do not know, that within the right environment and with the right guidance and direction, actually empowerment, ownership, teamwork are actually really welcome. It was exciting to see how this was received here. But yes, we did have to ask some very tough questions, mutually tough questions, for instance, about trust. Do you trust us? The CEO of the region was here. He had to answer this question. So what do you mean by trust? Where are the limits? Are we allowed to fail? We talked and spent quite a bit of time, about objectives, the objectives of the team, the leadership team, the Chinese leadership team, but also individual objectives. And we took the step within the leadership team that everybody opened him and herself and shared what their individual objectives were with the team, and this was a first. I'm not sure whether you do it in your teams. I know quite a lot of teams who are actually not doing it. But what it does, if you do it, it really creates a better understanding of, knowing what each one of the team members are thriving for, and it creates just an additional sense of teamwork and creates an additional energy within the team. Second thought is diversity. I think the head of HR, the global head of HR of our client said it the best. There is not one China. There are actually multiple China, and it's incredible. Actually, each time you come back, you may meet, just come on, don't worry, just go by. You may meet a whole different type of China, and this is also true with people. People are evolving, they're evolving quickly, they're learning quickly, and if you meet a team there, forget all the stereotypes you have. Look at the individuals. You may find them at a very different place regarding experience, regarding language skills, regarding expectation and personality, etc., etc. And add to this diverse mix also the situation, and in this global organization, since it has people from other countries also participate in the extended leadership team. We had a Dane in the team, we had a German in the team, we had Brit in the team, and what did I forget? Oh yes, and we did have actually 3 Koreans in the expanded leadership team. So we have to bring all those cultures together. How do you do that? One way to do it, and we focused on that, and again, you may be surprised. It's a small thing which can make a big difference. We talked quite a bit about meeting best practices. How does it work? How does that area leadership team meet? What's the agenda? How do you tabulate the agenda? Who is in charge of the meeting? What does it mean to be in charge of the meeting? How do you keep track? How do you make sure you're within the time limits you have allocated to the meeting and to each single topic? How do you write minutes? Delegation is also something you apply around the world. Is it easy? No. How do you delegate? We talked about that both with the regional leadership team, which is actually in charge of China, and also the China team itself. And we noticed once more, as in many other cases, people are willing and able to probably do much more than you expect. So just in the case of doubt, trust them. Trust them. They can probably do much more than you think. But let them know that you trust them. And then, what do? We talked about the difference between trusting and trusting blindly. So no, don't trust blindly. You have to monitor what's happening. Empower people, give them ownership. They will take on the ownership, but they do need your help along the way. And particularly if you're working with cultures you may be less familiar with, they may be more remotely, then even more. You have to take the time, you have to travel here, you have to be here, you have to connect and make sure people are happy and are moving in the way they want to move and also you want them to move. And sometimes it needs additional clarifications, it needs additional conversations, it needs coaching. And unfortunately, all those tasks take time. But whoever said that leadership is a time-saving activity? Did you? Did I? No. So please make the time if this is what you're trying to achieve in a possibly for you remote market. I'm signing off from still rainy Shanghai. Thank you for being with us. Until the next time, this is Anton Gerschel of People Energy TV. Bye-bye.